BPA stands for bisphenol A. It's been used to make plastics since the 60s. And why should you care? Because BPA in plastics surround us, it easily gets into our body, and it has many harmful effects. Let me give you a quick example. We've probably all seen a plastic food storage container that was stained red, and that's because hot tomato products were probably put in there, and then it leached into the plastic, and some of the chemicals leached out like BPA into our food and then got in our body. Luckily, BPA has been banned from use in most baby products for about 10 years. Not that necessarily a safer alternative is used, but unfortunately BPA is still used in much of our food packaging and receipts. Let's start with food packaging. Water bottles. I don't know why so many people are still drinking out of these. Heat can often cause the chemicals to leach into the water. You don't know if this sat in a warehouse or a hot truck. If it leaches into the water, it makes it acidic, which is worse for us, and it's polluting our landfills. And then canned food and drinks, as if sodas aren't bad enough for us. It's really, acidic products are going to leach a lot of those chemicals out of the BPA lining. And then it often is in our canned goods. There's some companies that have chosen other alternatives, but we don't necessarily know if BPA free is any better for us. A lot of times they use BPS, which we don't think is any better. Food storage. A lot of people are still using plastic for food storage containers. I almost always go to put my lunch in the microwave at work and someone has a plastic container in there for a long time. That's leaching chemicals into your food. Then if you like to go to your local coffee house, those plastic cups are lined with BPA or plastic, and hot steaming tea and coffee are gonna leach those chemicals out of the plastic. And then receipts. Most businesses use thermal paper to print the receipts, and they're lined with BPA, and it's on the printed side. And then why should you care? Because BPA does harm our body in many ways. It acts like an estrogen, so it increases our breast density. It increases our chance of breast cancer and many other cancers. It increases the risk of other chronic diseases like obesity, diabetes, autoimmunity. It increases stress hormones and inactivates our vitamin D. So enough doom and gloom. What can you do? Avoid those plastic bottles, and you can get stainless steel. Carry it everywhere you go. Spend a couple bucks. Sometimes I make a smoothie in the morning and put it in a glass mason jar. There's plenty of options. Like I said, no one should be drinking these sodas anymore. And when it comes to canned food, I get it. Not everyone can run to the store for every meal, but I'd rather see you eat a can of tuna than Doritos and French fries. I still have some plastic food storage containers, I'm sure everyone does, but use it only for cold foods. I've invested in glass food storage containers. Try to keep these lids out of the dishwasher. And then, if you are going to a coffee house, see if you can bring your own mug and put your drink in there instead. And then when it comes to receipts, you know, there's other options. Sometimes they'll email you the receipt. You could take a picture of it and leave the receipt. If someone hands me a receipt, I just fold it up this way so that the printed side is not touching me. And then maybe when I do my finances, I put on gloves. So there's a lot you can do. Try to steer clear of BPA, because honestly, I think it should stand for Beyond Pathetic fill in the blank. Research shows that clicking the thumbs up and subscribe button will make fingers healthy and strong, and besides, it's free.